back to Hot Take Sports, episode 131. Had a huge episode with the lads today. Well, most of the lads.
Half the lads.
Two of them are gone. Not important. We'll start off with Clayton. How are you today, my man?
Doing good. Staying busy, staying productive. I have a lot to do today, but I can do it most of it on my time. So, staying busy, all that good stuff. Richard, how are you doing?
Same old, same old. Still the job hunt. Still doing a whole lot of nothing else but working. Uh, yeah. Here excited to provide some non-expert analysis.
Absolutely.
Casual analysis. That's what we'll call it.
Had one heck of a day so far. I tell you what. Exam this morning. Terrified to see how that goes. But I'm already to the point where it's like, yeah, whatever happens, happens at this point. So see what happens. And apparently,
And your shirt
Leo and I
matches
are
that
starting a
blanket
Twitter
next to
beef.
you.
So,
You and Leo are starting a Twitter beef?
yep,
Over what?
because I retweeted a video of the Kyrie Irving hook shot over Jokic and just put all caps old school. And he said, he replied to it, said, "Don't you ever take my line again." I said, "It's not even your line. It's from a TikTok. Go fill a pothole or something." So he said, "I didn't want it." He said, "You tried to start a fight on Twitter, big dog." I said, "We can if you want." He said, "I didn't want to do this, but you started it." It's gonna be some lazy safety joke, guaranteed. Guaranteed.
It always is.
All right, but as you can see, we got the laptops out today. Well, or you can't see if you're on Spotify or whatnot. But you can go over to YouTube, leave it a like, just real quick. You don't even have to watch it on there. Just leave. All right. Anyways,
Yeah. What he said.
huge weekend. Selection Sunday was yesterday. Today is Monday, the 18th.
Happy birthday, Isaac.
Happy birthday to Isaac.
Happy birthday, Isaac.
We'll get you eventually. Don't worry.
Oh, it's coming.
It's going.
It's coming.
He's not going to watch the episode. We don't have to worry about it.
No, after what he did to me last year, podcast and off podcast, he's got it coming.
If you know, you know.
You gotta egg him.
No,
that's bad for the car.
I'm gonna do a decent equivalent though.
Terrifying. Anyways, it's time for March Madness, ladies and gentlemen. We have here in front of us a beautiful blank bracket just named Hot Take Sports. And if you guys know us at all, you know we are huge sports fans, but
We're all casuals.
very casual when it comes to college sports in general, other than maybe college hockey. Clayton's got
College
that down
hockey and
pretty
college
good.
football.
Well, yeah, and college football. But college basketball, barely at all. Closest person we have to an expert on that usually sits right here next to me. And he's not here. But that's a beautiful thing about March Madness, is because you can put all the expert analysis that you want into it, build your little formulas, and guess what? Still gonna get it wrong. So, Hot Take Sports, we're gonna go purely off of vibes today. And there's only 3 of us, so we don't have to worry about any tiebreakers.
True.
But I will ask, Brady, in any normal bracket, your own bracket, what would typically be things that you look at to decide who wins games?
Would you believe me if I told you that I click every single stat on the list that isn't seed or win percentage?
Yeah, I would, because you're a clown.
All right, yeah, that's fair. I look a lot at points off turnovers and fast breaks sometimes, because like those can be big points and big momentum shifts in the game. Because like a big steal, especially if it's just a guy all alone and he like hits a nasty dunk, like that's a big momentum shift, and sometimes rallies a team, gets them going.
What about you, Clayton? Any specific stats you're looking into?
Nah, dude. I'll look if like somebody plays in like a better conference. Generally, I'll pick that team because like you're playing better competition throughout the year. But generally, it's just off of vibes. And if I'm like, well, I haven't picked a lower seed from this side to upset a bigger seed, here we go. So
Yeah, I mean that's hard to argue with. I'm a big defense guy in general. I look at rebounds a lot, defensive efficiency, assist to turnover ratio is a big one. But I was a point guard. That's always kind of my vibe. And then things like free throw percentage, I always like to look at because games are won and lost at the free throw line. So, but yeah, today we go strictly off of vibes. which means we can jump right into it. Unless you guys have other sports you want to talk about first. Anything you want to shout out?
Basketball today, I saw that JJ Redick and LeBron are starting a podcast.
I saw that when I woke up from my nap. That was
JJ
literally
and LeBron together.
the highlight of my day so far is
The
that
elite.
podcast start. Well, and this podcast starting, but
Mind the Game.
mind
That's
the
what it's
game
going to be called.
because they're two of the smartest basketball minds you will probably ever hear of.
That's probably not the first combo I would have thought to work together for a podcast, but I'm in.
Oh, but it's gonna be so good.
Oh yeah, it'll be really analytical too. I think.
Do you think you guys think LeBron will be good on a podcast?
I don't know.
No, he's a good. I mean, he's got a lot of stories and stuff, but
He'd definitely be a good storyteller for a podcast. I don't know if breakdown podcaster, but
one way to find out. Was it? It's supposed to air like next Tuesday or something like that.
Yeah,
That's what I
that
saw, maybe?
sounds right.
Whatever. It'll be out
Everybody's
eventually.
got a podcast now, though. Everybody's got one.
Yeah, even losers from Northwest Ohio that don't even know anything about sports.
Yeah, like Brady Bame.
That was oddly specific, huh?
no, I was pretty generalized. I know what you mean.
Yeah, I think that could be interpreted as a lot of things. Anyway,
All right.
jumping into it.
Starting in the East, UConn versus Stetson. Is this the year that a 16 seed beats a 1 seed? Or the second time, I guess?
God, no.
No. You got any argument with that?
Not on any of my bracket.
No,
Nope.
all right, cool. FAU versus Northwestern. Was that Florida Atlantic?
Yeah.
Florida Atlantic for sure.
Yep. I agree because I don't trust Big Ten teams when it comes to the tournament.
That's what I was just gonna say is there are two rules to picking college basketball brackets. You don't trust the Big Ten and you don't trust Gonzaga.
Or Duke.
You can trust Duke till about the Elite Eight, usually. I don't know about this year, but I don't like that Filipowski guy or whatever, however the heck.
New Grayson Allen. Yeah.
That dude's a loser is what he is.
Yeah.
Anyway.
5 seed too, so
San Diego State, University of Alabama, Birmingham.
Yes. It's hard to beat UAB's logo. I'm just saying. A dragon's pretty cool.
I do low key like UAB though. Just
I'll go with UAB. Let's do it.
Like,
First upset.
Like I say, there's always like there's always a decent amount of like 12-5, 11-6 upsets.
Think so?
Yeah, I haven't watched almost any college basketball this year, so purely off of vibes, but someone tells me the Dragons are gonna get it done.
All right. Hold on, I'm throwing something in here just so it has a calculation on. Oh my gosh, it showed a big robot on my screen. I was terrified. All right. First upset for the lads is a fire-breathing dragon. That I think that's pretty on brand, actually.
Yeah.
Up next, Auburn versus Yale. I'm not trusting an Ivy League school. I'm sorry.
They don't know anything about anything.
Well, they know a lot of things. I just don't know if it's sports.
I was joking with Matt last night about how it's like, yeah, Yale's gonna math their way to the win. I was absolutely full of crap. Give me Auburn.
Yeah. And then up next, Brigham Young University versus Duquesne. Duquesne University. I learned how to say that 5 minutes ago, and I still got it wrong.
I learned how to say it after trying to listen to Isaac and Leo say it last night. So
the Mormons have the Lord on their side. Can't pick against them.
What'd you say?
The Mormons have the Lord on their side. I can't pick against them.
And Zach Wilson.
I can pick against him now. All right.
For Zach Wilson, not the Lord.
Yes. Yeah. I didn't think that needed to be specified, but just in case, yes.
Just in case. So no wrong interpretation, Jerry.
So BYU it is.
Yes, that's what I was going with.
And for probably the biggest matchup of the entire East Division, we've got Illinois, 3 seed, but from the Big Ten, versus the first team that punched their ticket this year, Morehead State.
I'm going with Morehead because it's fun. Morehead.
I'm just throwing it out there.
I say they made what, Sweet 16 a couple years ago?
Yeah, I think so. I think they got through the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, because I think
if you go by overall free throw percentage, opponents' points from turnovers, and overall rebounds, Morehead State gets the pick.
Man, even statistically, Morehead. Yeah. Anyway.
My stats say pick Illinois. I'm going against the stats.
Going against
Morehead State.
Morehead State it is. We don't trust the Big Ten at all. That's sad.
No.
Anyways,
It's earned.
shout out to Ohio State for getting the 2 seed in the NIT. I'm surprised they actually went because usually they don't. They're like, no, we're too good for that.
Say, Toledo declined the NIT. I'm like,
Loser.
Yeah, it's because they're a bunch of losers up the road. I'll fight any of you UT students and grads. That applies to you too, Dad.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you're winning that one.
You ain't beating Papa Scalita big time.
Please.
If he hears this, he's gonna take it as a challenge.
I hope. Dad, text me once you hear this. Anyway, moving on. Washington State and Drake.
Yes.
Drake's a cool rapper, so I'm going with Drake.
I was gonna say God's plan. Give me Drake.
I was going the opposite. I can't stand Drake, so I'm going Washington State. But hey,
well, too bad.
All you guys.
My stats are telling me Drake in the 7-10 upset. So.
All right. Iowa State versus South Dakota State. Any 2s beat or any 15s beating 2s this year?
Yes, but not here.
Not here. Okay.
Not here.
Curious to see where you're going now.
Well, the good news is we're only a quarter of the way through the first round.
Yeah.
So we stay rolling. North Carolina versus whoever the heck gets the 16 seed.
Howard and Wagner?
Sure.
I don't even know.
We're picking North Carolina one way or the other.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right.
Yes.
Another Big Ten team. Michigan State at the 9 seed versus 8 seed Mississippi State.
I actually am going to take Michigan State here.
Ooh.
I wanted to take Michigan State too. That's where my mind went.
All right. So the only Big Ten team so far making it out. That only leaves one more, right? I think.
Maybe.
For now.
We see.
Until next year.
Well, yeah, TCU, Oregon, etc. I thought there was one more that made it. Yep, Wisconsin's and Nebraska. Well, color me stupid.
Spoiler alert, I'm not picking Wisconsin.
Wow.
They're going to get
spoiled the whole. All right, anyways. St. Mary's versus Grand Canyon, 5-12. I like St. Mary's here.
Well, Grand Canyon's a better team on fast break, and
my
that's the
stats
free
say to go Grand Canyon.
That's what I was gonna.
We are picking Grand Canyon. End of story.
All right. Well.
All right. Well, hey,
works for me.
You guys.
That's what I was gonna say.
We have both the 12 seeds beating the 5 seeds so far,
and it's gonna probably continue.
I'm here for it. Alabama versus Charleston. There's no way we're taking Charleston, right?
No.
Well, actually, no. We're taking.
I was gonna say there's no way Charleston has any strength of schedule.
Give me Alabama.
Give me
I didn't even see strength. I didn't even see strength of schedule I wish that they put that in here as a stat. It should be.
You could look it up pretty easily if you recognize the teams they play.
Yeah.
But Alabama did lose to Ohio State.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They did early. It was like one of the first games of the year.
Like little tournament things.
Wow.
That still count as regular season.
So they lost to the bad Ohio State.
No, because it was before the Big Ten the conference schedule started. So there's still good Ohio State.
Okay.
So it's good Ohio State, then Big Ten started, then it was bad Ohio State, then Diebler took over, then it was good Ohio State. It was a tale of 3 teams this year. So
where did Holtman go? I don't remember now.
I didn't know. I don't think he got a new job right away, did he?
No, he's unemployed.
For now. I mean, he'll get a job somewhere.
He'll get a job somewhere.
Oh,
Lufton University is always hiring.
That's true. Clemson versus New Mexico. Go ahead.
He went to DePaul.
That's unfortunate for him, I guess.
Yeah, 6-year deal.
Or them. What?
Clemson.
Dang.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm taking Clemson.
Okay. I'm taking New Mexico. Not important. Baylor versus Colgate. Didn't Colgate get an upset last year? I feel like they won a game last year.
I think they were the 15 upset last year. Actually, I lied. My bracket has New Mexico, so you can pick however you want.
Nope, too late. You already said Clemson.
All right.
So 3 over 14, 14 over 3. What are we thinking?
I have Baylor here.
I was gonna say it's hard to go against Baylor in March.
Yeah, I'm not going against Baylor. And then Ohio team. Here we go. Dayton versus Nevada. We
Gotta go Dayton.
Taking the home team.
Yeah,
I'm taking the home team.
All right. Well, I guess we're taking the home team.
Well, screw you.
I was gonna wait and see because I have my pick.
And another 2 versus 15. Arizona versus Long Beach State. All right, Arizona. Cool. Good talk.
Long Beach State is who I'm picking in the bracket I'm filling out solely because they said they were going to fire their coach, but he was allowed to keep coaching through the end of the postseason. And then they won their conference tournament.
Oh, that was I couldn't remember what school that was.
That was Long Beach State. I don't think they're gonna win, but I'm picking them anyway.
All
Nah,
right.
that's a fire storyline. I forgot about that. I saw it like last night or something.
Yeah, they're not winning. Anyways.
Fight me, dude.
All right. We'll talk about it Friday or Saturday or something.
Good.
We'll figure it out. All right. Houston versus Longwood.
Yeah.
Gotta go Houston, right? Still not taking the 16 over a 1. In the 8-9 seed, Nebraska versus Texas A&M. Are we bailing on the Big Ten again?
Yes.
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 All right. It hurts, but it's tried and true. And right next door, Wisconsin, the 5 seed versus James Madison 12.
Yeah, I don't know how Wisconsin made a 5 seed. I'm taking James Madison. Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm taking Wisconsin. They just made the Big Ten title game. They'll be fine.
Oof. It's making it tough on me.
The stats dictate a heavy James Madison.
Brady,
What is my
nobody
stats,
gives a shit about your stats.
He's also looking at stats.
I don't care.
That's why I said it.
I just want to look at their schedule.
The schedule would definitely favor Wisconsin.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
want to see if James Madison has played anybody.
Yeah. I know the record's on there, but it probably in part to playing lesser schools.
They beat Michigan State to start the year, actually.
Really?
Yep.
They're averaging 39 rebounds per game. James Madison is.
They put up 105 on Coastal Carolina. That's crazy.
All this is telling me to pick Wisconsin more and more.
9 steals a game.
They beat the MAC champions, Akron, by 20. No,
Good.
14.
Close enough. Yeah, I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing from James Madison, but
They throttled Arkansas State, too. Holy cow. I'm taking Wisconsin. Going with the Big Ten team. They'll win 1 or 2. Right? Because we took somebody else on the other side. Yeah, Michigan State and Wisconsin each win 1. That makes sense.
yeah.
Duke versus Vermont. Do we ride with Coach Thomas in Vermont, or Duke's got to get out of the first round?
I
Right?
feel like Duke.
Yeah, sorry,
I feel like
Coach.
Duke gets out of the first round.
Duke has to get out of the first round.
Yeah. Second round? No, they'll get out of the second round too because they're playing Wisconsin. All right, we'll talk about that later.
Not in my bracket.
Texas Tech versus NC State, 6 versus 11.
They're red hot. Give me NC State.
That's exactly where my head is.
That's hard to beat. Yeah.
I was gonna say they beat Duke, Virginia, and North Carolina on their road to the tourney. Hot.
It's going to be interesting when they get Kentucky in the round of 32, though, because Kentucky versus Oakland is the next matchup. I'm not taking Oakland over
No.
Kentucky.
No, do you guys know
that'll
where
be the one
Oakland
that busts our
University
bracket.
is located?
I hope so. What?
You guys know where Oakland University is located?
Michigan.
It is in Michigan. It's like just outside of Detroit. BG plays them sometimes and stuff.
The only reason I knew that is because when we were with the Locos, they had a player from Oakland.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I was gonna say this on the other side of the bracket, but we had a lot of guys from UAB too.
Yes, we did.
That's true.
Anyway,
Alabama, Birmingham.
There's
Florida
State.
versus either Colorado or Boise.
give me Flo Rida.
Florida.
Probably Florida.
Florida.
I don't know. That might be one of the sneaky ones, though, where the
I was gonna say Loki.
the play-in
Colorado.
team gets a little warm-up and then go for it. I don't know.
UCLA made the Final Four as a play-in team a couple years ago, right? I know they were in 11, but I couldn't remember if they were a play-in team.
That doesn't. I don't remember. Not sure. I don't think so. Last game of the Southern Region: Marquette versus Western Kentucky.
I'm taking Marquette.
Yeah, the crackheads aren't winning this one. I'm going with Marquette as well.
However, by the stats I have, don't care. Still taking Marquette. Sometimes you just got to know, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta prove you know ball.
Which we do not. Final
Correct.
corner. First round. Purdue versus whoever the heck gets the play-in matchup.
They're not, no matter who wins, they're not going to have an answer for Edie.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Nobody's matching up with him.
They didn't get St. Peter's, so I'll give the win to Purdue.
yeah, I
Utah
got you.
State versus TCU.
Give me Utah State.
Give me the Horned Frogs.
Oh, see, I'm going with the Horned Frogs, baby.
I'm at the TCU homer.
I am a little bit.
Homer.
Thankfully, it's for my aunt, but that's okay. It's not
Yeah.
my aunt. Not important. Gonzaga versus McNeese.
Um,
If any of you have heard of McNeese before Selection Sunday, I will give you a crisp $5.
Can you
Talking
name
about
the
with my
only
hand.
NBA Hall of Famer to play at McNeese State?
no,
No,
Joe Dumars.
really.
Really?
What a guy.
my stats seem to think McNeese could go all the way, but
No. Lake
that is the
Charles.
one flaw.
Brady, I'm starting to think that your quote unquote stats is just you after you did a line of cocaine and started making stuff up.
No, I'm dead serious when I say this. The matchup analysis score is 69.1.
Nice.
That is
Never
like
mind. Pick them.
that's
No.
like the highest one out of all of these that I've seen.
See,
Because Gonzaga's a 68. So like it's like, yeah, you should pick McNeese over everybody. I don't know about that
Well-
team. They're a 12 seed.
no, I think we're gonna take Gonzaga.
That's fine.
Gonzaga,
Be like that.
good. Clayton. Any-
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Kansas versus Samford. Not Stanford, Samford.
Stanford.
Kansas.
No, Samford.
Yeah. I picked Stanford.
Really?
Yeah.
It's hard to pick
What a
against the
loser
Blue Bloods in
choice.
the first round, though.
Yeah, but I'm also a maniac and a casual. So
No, you should completely off your stats.
hey man.
Quote unquote.
What the fuck? What the computer says is true.
Well, I don't know about that.
Brady, computers don't matter when it comes to March Madness. It's all about heart and dedication.
Yeah, I know.
Put that shit on a t-shirt, somebody, please.
Picking based on coin flips or mascots or favorite colors or you asking Siri to pick a number between 1 and 2. Like the options are endless. Clayton, who you got? Kansas or Samford?
Give me Kansas.
All right, me too.
It's too
South
easy.
Carolina versus Oregon.
Give me Oregon. Pac-12, baby.
Yeah.
Going with the Ducks. I'm going with the Ducks.
What the Ducks?
Give me the
They have
coolest
a cool
jerseys
little
in the
fort, too.
tournament. There you go. This one's for you, Clayton. 3-seed Creighton Blue Jays versus the 14-seed Akron Zips.
Enrique Freeman is carrying the boys past round one. Give me Akron.
Oh,
Cares, Richard. Your team didn't even make the tournament.
no, I was being serious.
It's a D3 school. They're not your team either.
Doesn't matter. My conference, baby.
I need to.
Action all the way.
I don't remember what his name was. Enrique who?
Freeman.
Juarez.
Okay, so like, is he good? Is he
No,
tall?
Brady, he sucks. He's awful. That's why I said he was going to lead them. He's terrible.
Is he a big post or he's a
He's
sharpshooter?
a big guy, yeah. He's like a 4-ish, I think.
Okay,
I think he's won MAC Player of the Year twice now, I think. So
Dang. I'm running it. I'm here for it.
all right.
Give
well,
us the 14 seed with the upset.
yeah.
Texas versus playing team.
Texas.
Texas.
Virginia is one of the playing teams, though.
Yeah.
Still taking Texas. Anyways, and last but not least, Tennessee versus St. Peter's.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
St. Peter's.
Well, you're wrong.
Well,
You might not be. We'll see.
It's happened before.
Tony just replied to Leo and I. I said go fill a bottle or something. Tony said it did snow. Maybe we should go plow or spread salt or something.
Got him.
Oh, hold on, let me text Leo back.
How tall is Zach Edey?
7'3",
yeah.
7'4".
Okay, because I'm looking at some key players on McNeese.
Yeah, and the tallest one's 6'8".
He's 6'9", all right? He's a 6'9", 242-pound senior center.
Yeah, and Zach Edey's 7'4", 300 pounds.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, back up into the East, round of 32. UConn versus FAU. One seed make it another round, or is this where they
Yes.
get upset?
Yeah, I'll think UConn. We'll let it ride.
I think the one seeds all make it to the Sweet 16 for sure.
I do
For
too.
sure, for sure. Definitely going to happen. No chance it couldn't. Welcome to Madness. UAB versus Auburn.
I'm taking Auburn.
Give me UAB.
Going with the Dragon.
You're picking the Dragon?
Picking the Dragon.
Oh, crap.
Purely based on the logo. Nothing else.
Happens.
There's also always something every year that I miss in the tournament that's like, oh, yeah, by the way, their best player got hurt in the conference tournament. And I just never knew it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we'll blame it on. Next one, 6 seed BYU versus 14 Morehead State.
I'm taking BYU. Zach
Is this-
Wilson's carrying this guy.
God, you got to stop saying that.
Yeah, I know. Mitch Trubisky.
Is this where the run ends for Morehead, Clayton?
No, they get more head and they keep going.
Well, you're wrong. We're going BYU.
Losers.
But I'm not taking them anymore. Because
Good enough.
stupid. Drake versus Iowa State.
That's fair.
10 versus
Iowa
2.
State.
Give me Iowa State.
North Carolina versus Michigan State.
NC.
Yeah.
I'm rolling NC.
Yep, for sure. Not trusting Michigan State again. Grand Canyon versus Bama.
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 I say, as fun as it would be to pick GCU, I'm taking Bama.
Would it be fun? Would it really? Per my stats, it's. See, that's how I am with Grand Canyon with just the 4 that I pick. 69.3. Nice.
Well, I was gonna say mine are telling me not that we picked New Mexico, but mine are telling me to pick New Mexico over Baylor, which I think is just wrong.
Yeah, we're just not gonna do that. Anyways,
No.
Clemson versus Baylor.
Baylor. The Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears it is. Move. Game. Please. Work. Thank you. Baylor. So are we gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 here? Are we taking Arizona or Dayton?
Dayton.
You going with the Flyers?
Yeah, dude.
I'm
Fly
gonna
high,
take
baby.
Arizona.
Somebody's got to be upset.
Yeah.
It might as well be Arizona.
Could be. Do the Flyers have anybody like big?
Don't know.
Don't know.
We're gonna roll Ohio. 'Cause
Don't
that's what we
care. Don't.
I need more of some school like UCF, like when they had Taco Fall. I need something like that.
I played hoop grids for the first time in a long time yesterday or 2 days ago, maybe. I don't remember. And one of the categories was only ever played for one team, and the Cavaliers was on there. And Taco Fall worked.
Didn't he get into a game with Boston?
He played for the Celtics for a while, actually. Yeah. I don't know why it worked, but it did.
All right. Well, they rock.
Yep. But that's not the point. It was a diamond, too. It was like a 1% or something like that. Wild. Yeah, anyways. All right, let's finish up this round. Second half of the bracket. Houston versus Texas A&M.
Houston.
H-Time.
Yeah, I'm going to take Houston again. A little Texas matchup there. And we already said Duke's probably beating Wisconsin in the second round.
Sure.
Yep. Another 1-4 matchup in the Sweet 16. Roll on to NC State versus Kentucky. Do they stay hot? Does NC State stay hot, or does Kentucky knock them
No,
out?
I think they stop here.
This is where they stop.
Yeah, I think
Kentucky's too good.
It's understandable. And once again, the opportunity to go 1, 2, 3, 4 in the bracket. We got Florida versus Marquette.
Florida.
Give me Florida.
So where we're going, Florida? All right. I would have taken Marquette here, just for hits and shiggles, but all right. Into the final quarter of the round of 32, we got Purdue versus TCU. Horned Frogs or Boilermakers?
Purdue's got one more in them.
I'm gonna have to go Boilermakers, sadly.
Yeah, I think Purdue's got one more. I think they'll make it to Sweet 16, but I don't know if they're beating Gonzaga or Kansas after that.
Or McNeese.
Which is our next matchup. 4 or 5. What?
Or McNeese. Not that.
They're already out.
Yeah,
Let it go.
Okay, I'm losing to Purdue in my bracket anyway. So
McNeese's biggest player is a foot shorter than Zachy.
I'm pretty fucked. He's a foot shorter than Zachy.
That too. Gonzaga or Kansas? Do we
Kansas.
roll with Brady's logic? Never trust Gonzaga. Suppose so. I just realized I'm wearing the same shirt as this blanket.
Yeah.
Camouflage.
I'm gonna roll Kansas.
All right,
I don't
Kansas.
trust Gonzaga. I never trust him as a 1 or 2 seed, much less a 5.
And in the greatest matchup of the second round that we have the 11 seeded Oregon versus the 14 seeded Akron Zips. We go in Ohio or we go in the best jerseys in the tournament?
You mean
Gotta go jerseys. Sorry, Akron, but
Yeah.
it's the MAC. Like, come on
The
now.
Ducks. And 7 seeded Texas versus 2 seeded Tennessee. Don't tell me.
Volunteers.
Don't tell me. What's Tennessee's mascot? Are they just like the
Also the-
orange or something?
They're the Volunteers.
No.
Syracuse is the
Vols.
orange.
They're the volunteer state, so they're the volunteers.
The Vols. Anyway,
Sadly, horns down. I'm taking Tennessee.
taking Tennessee.
I'm going Tennessee as well.
All right. All right. And with that, we are into the Sweet 16. I think we'll take a little bit of break there and
Works for me.
roll on with the rest of the bracket. All right. Sweet 16. In the East, number 1 UConn versus number 12 UAB.
Give me UConn.
Yeah, I'm taking the number 1 overall seed on that one. The flame dies out. Number 6 BYU versus number 2 Iowa State.
Iowa State.
BYU.
I refuse to pick BYU again. That's your fault.
That's fine. I set it up that way.
I don't know if Iowa State's still going to be that good, but hey, we're going to roll with it. I think Tyrese Halliburton is the only person I know of that has come out of Iowa State.
So the person
He's
I
the
can
only
think of,
guy I
at
can
least in
think
terms of basketball.
Well, duh.
I can only name one.
That
football
is, in
player
fact,
out
what
of
we
Iowa
are
State.
talking about.
Well, I
Brady.
know. I can only name one football player out of Iowa State anyway. So
Name him.
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, duh. Should know that one. North Carolina versus Alabama.
Thinking Bama.
Bama.
Give him Bama.
I will
Bye.
say,
Our first
arguably the
number 1
greatest college athlete ever came out of Iowa State.
Who?
Cal Sanderson. He was a wrestler in the 90s. He went 159-0.
Wow. I was thinking like Sue Bird with her 3 national championships, but never mind.
No, this dude won the college natty 4 times. Like,
Yeah, that's
159-0. Like,
he was juicing. I don't even know if there was juicing back then. But he was juicing.
Whatever it was for the time, he was it.
He found it. All right, number 3 Baylor versus the number 7 Dayton Flyers.
Give me the Bear, the Bears,
You want the Bears again?
the Bears.
Clayton, Bears.
I'm cool with that. I can live with that. Let's go with Baylor.
Ohio is gone. We roll up into the South Division. Number 1 Houston versus number 4 Duke. Ooh, do you take a top 4 seed in the entire tournament, 1 seed Houston, or do we go with Duke?
Give me Duke. Why not?
Thinking H-Time.
Is this their year? I think it's Duke's year. I think they're back in the Elite 8. I don't know if it's their year, but figure that out later. Kentucky versus Florida.
Kentucky.
Oh, I guess gonna make them work for it.
Kentucky.
Go Kentucky.
Yep.
Kentucky. Purdue versus Kansas.
Give me Kansas.
Is this where it runs out for the Big Ten?
Yes, this is where it's done. Kansas.
I'm still gonna roll with Zeki.
I'm not. I
don't know what size Kansas has. I guess
It doesn't matter.
Brady,
still gonna blow a
nobody
game.
cares.
If they lost to Wisconsin, they can lose to Kansas.
I lost to Wisconsin.
The Big Ten championship.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, mega casual.
Oregon versus Tennessee. Does an 11 seed make the Elite 8?
Yes, give me Oregon.
Ooh. Brady?
We have what? Oregon and Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
I'll take Tennessee.
Yeah, me too, unfortunately. Goodbye to the O. Elite 8s. We
Bless you.
have a 1 and a 2, a 4 and a 3, a 4 and a 3, and a 4 and a 2. Oh, we're consistent.
Yeah.
UConn, Iowa State to go to the Final Four.
UConn.
The number 1 overall seed makes it all the way in.
Yes.
Agreed. Alabama versus Baylor.
Give me Baylor.
You want the Burrs?
The Bird.
With the Burrs. Burrs again. Duke versus Kentucky. Battle the Blue Bloods.
Kentucky.
You want Kentucky?
I'm gonna make you pick, Matt. Give me Duke.
I'm taking Kentucky. Partially because I don't want that loser to make the Final Four.
Why not?
I like seeing the big schools fail.
Yeah, that's right. I'm rooting for McNeese and JMO.
Anyways, Kansas versus Tennessee.
I have
Kansas.
Tennessee. I guess you're picking.
Man, again?
Yeah.
You guys are killing me. Another one of the big blue bloods. Does Kansas count as a blue blood? I feel like they do.
Sure.
That's John Calipari, right? Like I'm not just imagining that.
Good question.
Because if it is John Calipari, like I think it is.
I thought
Yeah,
he
that's a
was-
blue blood.
No, it's Kentucky.
I knew it was one of the case.
Bill Self is the coach of Kansas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Tennessee. I like Tennessee in this one. Get an orange school in there.
I like
Sure.
that.
Made it a little flashier, you know? Final Four, based on absolutely nothing at all. The 1 seed UConn versus the 3 seed Baylor, and the 3 seeded Kentucky versus the 2 seeded Tennessee. Nothing less than a 3 seed made it to our championship. But this could be the year of no upsets. You never know. Who do we got in the championship?
UConn for sure.
Think they're going all the way?
Sure.
All right, UConn.
I'm going with the blue schools. UConn and Kentucky.
I'm
Sure.
picking Kentucky. I'm picking Kentucky. Yeah, I think Kentucky wins.
You think Kentucky wins it all?
UConn. Back to
Clayton
back.
thinks UConn wins it all. I think this just might be the year that the number 1 overall seed wins it all.
But it's March, so you never know.
It's probably wrong, but that's the fun of it. Final score. Random number generator between 55 and 70.
Give me 126
Total?
total. Oh, is it not total? Are we doing actual scores?
No, it's
yeah,
an actual score.
exactly. Score.
Yeah.
69 to 64.
That's not 129.
What? I just pulled a random number out of my butt the first time. This time 69 to 64.
133, just over there. I think he said 132 initially, so he was actually really close.
No, he said in the 120s the first time.
I said 129. You are deaf. Goodness gracious.
Stupid.
Yeah,
we
it's
both
bad.
said it, and you still got it wrong.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna go 72-68. That's what I'm taking.
All right, well, then we'll put it somewhere in the middle. We'll go 71.
To 69. I think that's good.
Yeah. Buzzer beater win.
Cool.
Beautiful. UConn is your Hot Take Sports March Madness national champions, even though the national championship happens in April. Not important.
Yeah. It's time to move up the college basketball season.
This website just literally doesn't fit. How does that even make sense?
Hmm?
The website just doesn't fit. Like on
That's
the
what I was trying to figure out.
Anyways, moreover in sports, now we're done with that. I don't know if you guys have anything else, but Justin Fields is a Steeler.
That.
That hurts you a little bit.
Oh, yeah, dude. They gave him away for a bag of peanuts.
They got more for Kenny Pickett than they gave up for Justin Fields, which blows my mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Just on potential alone.
unfortunately that like I had the unfortunate incident of being correct after the trade Kenny Pickett. I said, all right, here comes the Fields trade, and it happened.
Yep.
So I can only blame myself for apparently willing that one into existence, but
I did see that Parmani Bros, which is like a big pastrami place in Pittsburgh, is offering to buy back Kenny Pickett jerseys. So,
which is really
Oh yeah, I
funny.
did see that for like a $20 gift card or something.
yeah, if you bring in your jersey, they'll give you like a 20 or 25, one of the two, 20 or $25 gift card.
Deal. Not
Deal.
gonna happen, but deal. Scares Brady a little bit on his bet back here. Russell Wilson versus Deshaun Watson. Just saying.
Just a little bit, but all the reports are that he's supposed to be learning from Russell Wilson this year. He's still going to compete, but he's supposed to be learning. So we'll see how much of that actually is true. I guess.
I was gonna say I'm not buying that. They're gonna lose 2 or 3 games in a row, and they're gonna make a switch.
Could be.
Especially
Could see
since
go either
Arthur
way.
Smith is running their offense. So
Oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
about
but Mike
that.
Tomlin
Well,
Mike Tomlin just finds ways to win games. So
which is the Steelers are in the same spot that we talked about the Pacers being in a couple years ago. Like they're
Pacers
gonna
Magic.
consistently be mid as hell until they actually go into a rebuild.
Yep. They're never gonna get a high draft pick to make a splash on the team because they're not bad enough, but they're not good enough to actually compete for the trophy. So
my team's
Whatever.
So we'll see what happens.
Hope the
team tried to
Steelers
start that
stadium
process when they
implodes and
drafted Mac
dies.
Jones. They failed.
Yeah, but we were still mid though. We've actually been bad. So
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Mac
how's it
Jones had a
feel?
fluke of a rookie year. It was good and has sucked ever since.
yeah.
Yeah, how's it feel to be a bottom 4 team in the league, Brady?
Ooh, bottom 4?
That feels okay.
Are they bottom 4?
I mean, we had the third pick, so I guess technically.
I was thinking about like for the upcoming year.
Feels okay as he had a paper bag on his head during an episode.
It's
It
still
was-
sitting right
It
there.
was for the meme.
Whatever.
I told you that.
Whatever.
I mean, it was gonna happen eventually. Can't
This
win.
is a
Can't win
good-
Super Bowls every year forever.
Yeah, exactly. I'm happy that you went through this. This is good for you. Why are we doing this? What are we doing? I ask myself that question every Sunday when I watch Cleveland Browns football.
I'm just mentally prepared for another bad year because we have 21 out of
I hope
22
so.
needs in the draft, and we don't have that many draft picks. So
Well, what do you mean? Bill's going to trade back from 3 to get like 18 and 19, and then he's going to trade 18 and 19 for like 3rd and 4th rounders, and he's just going to trade back till you guys own the
now-
entire 8th round or 7th round. Or
now
whatever.
that Bill's gone, I think we're actually gonna make our top pick.
He's not gone.
And it will be
He is
completely
Jaden
gone, isn't he?
Daniels.
Duh.
Jaden Daniels is gonna be gone at 2, which is what I'm worried about.
Weren't you hyping up Drake May?
Yeah,
It's his guy.
I do
That's
like
Brady's
Drake May, but I've
boy.
also watched a little tape, and there was a shoulder issue last year. which
Oh,
was-
and he's just Mac
AKA
Jones
he's
Jr.
finally came to his senses, is what he's trying to say over there.
no, right now my worst fear is that JJ McCarthy is gonna leap up to 3.
That'd
That'll be
so-
the end of me.
That would be so funny.
Please.
I will
Please
not, I will
let
not be
them go.
buying that Drake
Yeah,
May.
let's bring in another Michigan quarterback. It worked last time.
I will not be buying a JJ McCarthy jersey. I
Please.
refuse to.
Oh, why?
You want to make a bet?
Because he went to Michigan.
Oh, that's interesting.
Never again.
That's interesting. Because
You can know.
I didn't know. I didn't know until after I bought it. Okay, I didn't
Oh.
know.
Sure.
I didn't
Sure,
know.
dude. Sure, dude.
on the back. I didn't know any better.
I was not. I didn't know anything. I knew
Now
nothing.
it starts reeling in the excuses. Classic Brady.
I think JJ McCarthy's gonna be a bust. I hope he goes to the Giants where he fits in perfectly with Daniel Jones.
Damn.
I thought he was the Vikings' next quarterback.
No.
Oh,
but that's Bo
speaking
Nix.
of the Giants, I think that since the last time we recorded, they've officially said they're going to cut Daniel Jones.
Yeah, but
So
I don't.
funny.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think they are now because I've only seen it that one place.
We'll see June
Claims
1st,
to
I
be a
guess.
Giants insider, but I'm starting to think that was not a Giants insider.
Well,
They should cut Daniel Jones, but
well, they shouldn't have paid him in the first place.
that is also true. They got fooled by the rookie or by the contract year mirage.
Just saying I called
This
it.
is the same. Remember, we'll see if this actually happens, but this guy is a Giants insider who's usually right about their stuff. Words
Yeah.
of Brady Bane.
Well, Brady Babe was wrong. Because he managed to go 0 for 2 in that day after being regularly correct.
Well, the good news is you still didn't get sports meme of the week because the Bulls broadcast got tricked into thinking that
That was
Derek
so
Rivers was
funny,
retiring.
dude.
So
Oh my gosh. That
freaking
was a classic.
fantastic.
That was a good one.
They're like, oh, we're still waiting on confirmation for that. I'm like, you're not getting any confirmation. You guys got duped. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Just admit it.
Clayton, you mentioned Jaden Daniels. Have either of you guys seen the pictures of Marcus Mariota circling around Twitter?
No.
Bro looks like
Seen
he
the
was in the
UFL.
Oval
Oh, wait,
Office
yes.
for 2 decades.
Yes, I do know
He
what
is
you're talking
great.
about.
Put on a
Yes.
few years.
He
He's-
looks like he went from the age of like 19 to 72. Like, not good. Not
Actually, he's rocking like the Chase Utley Silver Fox type video. Like he aged real quick.
Jimmy Garoppolo looking boy.
He's signed with the Rams. He's gonna be Matt Stafford's backup now.
Congratulations.
Last episode, Clayton and I were pulling the two ends of the tug of war for Calvin Ridley, who signed with the plus 1,600 Tennessee Titans for $92 million.
Well, why does the plus 1,600 have to do with anything?
Because it's Calvin Ridley.
Oh.
Yeah.
Those
4
Oh.
years.
don't know.
Brady, I'm not gonna lie, that went completely over my head for a second. I was like, what the heck is he talking about?
Yeah, so he got in trouble for sports betting this one time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I put $1 million on me signing with the plus 1,600, I make back 16 million or $160 million. Yeah, that's how it worked. I make back $160 million, which means if my contract's only $2 million, that means I got it's an 800% bonus or something like that.
Paying a soon-to-be 30-year-old Calvin Ridley 4 and 92, but refusing to pay 24-year-old AJ Brown 4 and 100 is insane.
Titans
What a
are
joke.
special. That's for sure.
It's gone fairly viral recently. Like people are realizing that Calvin Ridley didn't finish high school football because he was 21 years old.
Really?
Yeah, we
He played like
discovered
3
that-
games of his senior year and then he aged out.
Yeah, we discovered that during I think it was during the trade deadline.
That's
A couple years ago, like whenever he got traded to Jacksonville. Because I was really confused by his age or whatever. But yeah, that's started to hit other people. Seeing some of the comparisons are like, well, this guy was drafted in 2011. This guy was drafted in 2018. They're 2 years apart.
Yeah.
What?
The NFL just has weird timelines in general.
Yeah.
Dudes like Todd Gurley are out of the league when they're 25. And then other dudes are just getting into the league at 26. I mean,
We were
Yeah.
only halfway through the running back madness last week, but Eckler to the Commanders might be the grossest thing I've ever seen.
Leo thinks he's going to be good this year.
I don't. As an Austin
You're
Eckler
just
fantasy
salty
owner who
from last
watched him
fantasy
play,
football season.
as an Austin Eckler fantasy owner who was watching his tape every single week, he got so much slower at the end of the year.
Yeah, it was.
He's
good.
on the decline.
And the Commanders aren't exactly the team to protect him.
No.
Really?
Really.
Jaden Daniels gonna be in there throwing checkdowns to 10-mile-an-hour Austin Eckler.
He's going to get the Anthony Richardson treatment.
Yeah.
He's going to do his best to be as athletic as he can to keep the team alive, and he's going to get pummeled.
They're bringing Marcus Mariota to get her done.
No, he's a Ram, idiot.
What?
You just said Marcus Mariota's a Ram.
No, I said he's commander. I said Jimmy G's a Ram.
Oh, I don't think you did. I think those got mixed up. But
No, he definitely said Jimmy G was a Ram.
all right, well,
He might not have said that Mariota was a commander.
you win.
I don't remember that, but he
Well, I
definitely.
think that was what you just said.
That was why I went back to Jaden Daniels at first, but I might not have said he was a commander. So
I don't know.
anything's possible because I'm a moron. What happened?
We know.
Well, I'm apparently deaf, so I guess we're
Welcome to the
we're all
club.
here together.
The deafness in the house is immaculate.
What?
So the deafness is
Got him, dude.
Idiot.
Got him, dude.
He was full on was getting ready to repeat himself. I was just like, are you
Well,
serious?
I thought you actually didn't.
That's crazy. That might be a podcast. We ended there.
Yeah, I think we have to.
All right.
The extreme deafness is the title.
I think there'll be
Alrighty.
something about March Madness.
Or
but
just what? What? Okay.
just stop talking. Let him do the outro.
No.
This concludes episode 131 of the Hot Take Sports Podcast. Make sure to follow us on all our social medias at Hot Take Sports 16 and give us your best hot take. Use code HTS at SeatGeek for $20 off of your first purchase. Again, HTS SeatGeek. Baseball season's coming up. Save money on those tickets. $20 SeatGeek. Make it happen. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you all next time.